Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Wednesday night. It is 8 p.m. And you know what that means. New intro, new music, same show. It is the PlayStation Showcase on CBRS Entertainment and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program. I am OMD, joined as always by the man behind the console, Mr. Chris Best. I know you've got some news for us, but first of all, how we doing, brother?
I'm just I'm just overwhelmed right now with the amount of PlayStation news today. The PlayStation Showcase about 3 hours ago was or the PlayStation State of Play was held about 3 hours ago. They released a plethora of games to come for the summer leading into next year. Yeah, so let's get right into that. I mean, the first game they revealed is a game that I haven't seen, like a new game, in almost 20 years from this franchise. Luminous Arise is coming, a new Luminous game. And Luminous, for those who don't know, is a Tetris-style puzzle type game. And it's been, I'd say, close to 15, maybe 20 years since the last one I've seen come out.
Oh, wow.
It looked interesting. I might give it a shot. I like some puzzle games, like Tetris is my go-to when I want to do a puzzle game on my console.
Right.
But it looked interesting. I'm going to give it a shot, see what it's about.
Yeah.
Another game that's coming that looked really interesting, developed by Capcom, game by the name called Pragmata, arriving in 2026, and based off like the 30-second trailer that they showed, looks to be about a space soldier of some kind who is tasked with protecting a young girl robot. For what? We don't know, because that's all they showed. It looked interesting, and I'm not a guy who likes games that are set in space, but
Right.
I'm intrigued by it. This one looked really interesting too, this next game, called Romeo is a Dead Man. And this is where it came across as really weird to me, because it's a cross of Ghost of Tsushima with its combat mechanics and Dead Rising based on its level designs.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm in for it. I'm into it. I want to see it. It's got a bit. It's one of those strange Japanese style games, but it
Right.
looks interesting. One of the biggest titles that I've been waiting for news on finally has a release date.
Okay.
I am a huge fan of the Silent Hill games. And the next Silent Hill game, Silent Hill F, finally got its release date, and we will be looking at it on not the PlayStation Showcase. Saturday Night's Gaming is going to be playing it.
Okay.
September 25th, the release date. It's coming. So that's going to be the October game. For those who don't know, Silent Hill is just one of those really messed up psychological horror games, and it is just every game I've played, I have not been able to put the controller down because it's like I want to be scared, and that's what I like about these games.
Right.
This other game that's coming too looked really intriguing as well. Especially if you're a fan of Castlevania, more specifically Symphony of the Night. Bloodstained: The Scarlet Engagement. It's a game that takes place in the 16th century, and based off the gameplay that I saw, it plays 100%. It's exactly like Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Okay.
The combat system, everything about that just screamed that game.
Right. I believe I actually played Symphony of the Night, the first one.
Mm-hmm. Back in like 97 when it came out.
Yeah, I can't remember. It might have been Lord of Shadows that I played. I don't remember.
Did you have a story?
I was a huge Castlevania fan back in the day.
Yeah, and you know what? I do have the Castlevania collection. Maybe one of these days we should take a look at that on PlayStation Showcase.
Absolutely.
Another game that's coming is another Digimon story game. We've been talking a lot about these games lately, but the next one is coming as well. October 3rd, 2025 is the release date for this one. But Digimon Story Time Stranger. I couldn't quite grasp what was going on as far as the story goes, but it seems like the world of the Digimon side of the world is in trouble, and it's up to the human side of the world to go and save that side of the Digimon world. Now, for the one game, I have been praying for PlayStation or for Square Enix specifically to re-release Final Fantasy Tactics is finally coming to PlayStation 5. It's going to be they're coming out with a remastered and the original one as a bundled package. So you can so when you launch into the game, you can choose to play as the remastered version, which still looks a lot like the original 1997 game that came out. But it features voice acting, updated music, all that kind of stuff. Or you can choose to play the original, no strings attached, the original release as it was meant to be.
Oh, wow.
And I kind of I need to get my hands on that game.
Right. Now,
it's coming for both PS5 and PS4 players as well.
Okay. I do have to ask, because something that you and I have discussed a fair bit off stream. Was there any announcement about a game that PlayStation is finally receiving after 20 years? I know the release date for us on Xbox is August 26th. And of course, I am talking about Gears of War Reloaded.
No, but that game is coming to PlayStation on the same date.
Okay.
This is one of the strangest games from Steam is coming to the PlayStation 5. A game called Baby Steps. This is a game where it's a total ragdoll physics. You have to use your L1 or your L1 button or your R1 button to control your left and right leg to move. And it is a challenge. I've played the game on Steam. Yeah, it's a weird game, but it's a challenge. It's got a fun challenge to it.
Right.
Now, this next game that's coming too, this one looked really interesting from a graphic, stylistic point of view, and it's called Hirogami.
Okay.
You take the form of anything as you traverse an origami world and try to save it. So you yourself are an origami character, and you can change yourself to fit whatever the environment surrounding you suits for you. I kind of like that. It looked really cool.
Right. So it's origami, but it's almost a shapeshifter game.
Mm-hmm. But you're an origami character. That's the interesting part. And the world around you is made of origami as well. So I kind of like the art direction. It looked it kind of had like hello Samikins, glad to have you here. Bubba's in the house too. How's it going, Bubba? Yeah, it kind of had well, you remember me gushing over the Plucky Squire? It kind of had that kind of look to it.
Okay.
Which we gotta look at the Plucky Squire as well on PlayStation Showcase as well.
Right.
Thinking maybe that might be next week's episode. I don't know yet. Hotshot Skull. Sorry.
Samikins, to answer your question, thank you first of all for the follow. We are here every Wednesday at 8 o'clock with this show. Coming up later on, we will show a commercial showcasing everything that we have going on here with our program and our directive.
So, yeah, and back to the video game news. But yeah, we're pretty much on like every day doing something or another on this channel.
Yes.
Hot Shots Golf is getting another game. And it's been a little while since we last saw one, mostly because a lot of people don't know that they changed the title Hot Shots Golf to Everybody's Golf. That's what they call it now.
Okay.
But they still call it the Hot Shots Golf franchise. So, but the latest game, Hot Shots Golf series, and the Hot Shots Golf series arrives with Everybody's Golf Hot Shots. You play on 10 different courses, each with their own night variants as a variety of different golfers. Anybody who makes pre-orders beginning today will receive Pac-Man as a playable character. So if you're into this game and you like Pac-Man, do the pre-orders right now. It's there on the PlayStation Store, available for pre-orders right now. We've talked about this next game quite extensively because we've seen trailers for it already, and it's finally got its release date as well. We've talked about the new Ninja Gaiden game coming. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is the official title, and it's arriving July 31st, and it just looks better and better every time I see a trailer for this game.
Okay. I am familiar with the original Ninja Gaidens. I haven't played them in a number of years, and
this one goes back to the 2D side scroller roots.
Okay.
So yeah, totally good. Disregards the ones that came out on Xbox and PlayStation 2 way back in the day, the 3D ones.
Right.
This next one though, totally. This is a kind of interesting game here if you're into mountain climbing, basically. It's a game called Cairn, and the only task is to climb a mountain and survive. That's all it is. But you're not just climbing by yourself. You're climbing with other players who can mess you up.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. So that's there's a demo out today. Maybe I'll go in and take a look and see if it is worth showcasing it here.
Right.
Digital Eclipse, okay? This is a company that's known for remastering classic titles. They've done it for Sega. They have the Sega Genesis. They've done the Sega Genesis collection. They've remastered a bunch of classic Sonic games. This time, they're teaming up with Mortal Kombat and releasing the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, featuring the first 4 Mortal Kombats and all of their ports. That includes the games that were on Game Boy, the games that were on Game Boy Advance, the games in the arcade, the games on Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis.
Wow.
Yeah. I might get that one because so I'm not a fan of fighter games nowadays, but back then, I liked Mortal Kombat back then. It was all right.
Yeah.
I probably won't play that.
Right. I was partial to Street Fighter.
Yeah. I was more Killer Instinct, actually.
But to be fair, probably Soul Calibur was my favorite.
And see, I haven't been able to get into Soul Calibur. I played it once, and I can't make a judgment off of playing it once, you know?
Right.
PlayStation, however, has unveiled a new arcade-style controller designed for fighting games. It's literally, do you remember the old, they called it the NES Advantix? Yes. Or the NES Advantage? It was like a tabletop controller. That's what Sony's releasing right now.
Wow.
As well. And it looked interesting, but I probably won't get it, to be honest with you, because I expect that they're going to be charging a bit for that controller. Yeah. The Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater remake got its release date as well.
Okay.
August 28th, it's arriving. August is going to be a big month as well. So for the we got some Japanese another RPG on its way for fans of the Neo series. I'm not too familiar with it, but Neo 3 is coming in 2026. And that's all I can really say about it, because they didn't even give any descriptions. They were like, here's a brief 30-second trailer, and then Neo coming next year.
Right.
Here's another series of games that I wanted to get into on the PS4, but by the time I actually got my PS4, I kind of lost interest in trying this game, so I may go back to it. But
Right.
Thief is getting a release on the PlayStation VR too.
Okay.
And I'm like, I looked at that. I'm like, that's interesting. That's something I would want to try. I would want to try being a thief in VR.
Right. It is something I tried very briefly. I reached a certain point where I guess a checkpoint of something and then couldn't figure out where to go from there. So I was just like, nope, enough of that.
Yeah. Sorry. But I bet right now, if you were to pick up that game, you'd probably understand where you have to go next.
Probably.
Because that's the way I am too. I'll put a game down if I'm stumped on something. And then like 2 days later, I'll come back and I'll be like, oh, that's where I was supposed to go. And it's like right next to me or something like that.
Right.
Here's another game that I thought was really friggin' cool. It's a multiplayer only game called Tides of Tomorrow. It's a multiplayer experience where you must learn and deal with the consequences of other players to forge your own story. So if a player ahead of you has done something, you've got to deal with the consequences of what that player has done.
Okay.
And again, like I said, it's to build your own story while you're obviously traversing this world. And then the stuff that you leave behind now becomes the consequences of the next player who goes through that part of the game.
Wow.
That's interesting to me.
Yes. Yes. I did watch a video from guys we're both huge fans of at Game Ranks today, and it was the top 20 first-person shooters coming this year. They did announce some in there for next year. The one that came in at number 1 is actually already out, that being Doom the Dark Ages, which is a fantastic game.
Yeah.
But I know there's one in there that sort of seems like a crossover between the game we are going to play tonight here on the showcase and what was the other one? It was sort of this one, Jurassic Park, and then another, I can't remember the shooter that it was similar to.
Well, I know that I think there's a new Turok on its way, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, there is one as well that was a cross between Turok and something. That they did mention in there. I'll have to go back and send you the link after.
Here's another game that I don't know if you remember the old animated movie James and the Giant Peach. Came out in like 93, 94-ish. If you remember the animation style, it was very like Tim Burton kind of style animation. Yeah. Sea Remnants is a game that's coming out that totally has that animation style to it. But it also looks like a game that is like that pays homage to the old school video game Monkey Island, where Monkey Island you had to go and you had to solve mysteries around the island and whatnot. And that's kind of the vibe I got off this game. It looks interesting. Didn't give me much story as far as the trailer goes. It showed like the graphics, a little bit of the gameplay, that sort of thing. I'm going to keep my eye on this one, though, because it does look intriguing to me.
Right.
So another game that's coming out too, I thought this was a sequel to Journey on PlayStation 3, I think it first came out on. But this is a game called Sword of the Sea, and it's similar in vein to Journey. Journey was a game where you just had to adventure through and just figure out the mysteries of this desert you're stranded in.
Right.
But the interesting part about this is your weapon, your sword is not just your weapon, but it's also your vehicle. Like you use it as a vehicle to traverse the world, but when you come across enemies, it becomes your weapon.
Wow.
It will
That
be
is
a
intriguing.
Yeah, it will be a day one PlayStation Plus release, August 19th.
Beautiful.
So that week, calling it right now, we should cover it.
We should.
Mhm. We also have another day one release coming June 17th. Set in the world of the game Control, FBC Firebreak is coming. You and a
Okay.
group of friends set out to restore balance to the world. Basically, everything in the world just screwed up, and it's up to you to reset everything.
Right.
Day one PS Plus release coming June 17th.
Okay.
So,
I've tried Control.
mhm.
Um, didn't really meet my expectations, and I'm not even sure what I was expecting, but it just wasn't for me. And I
Yeah.
know that Control has crossed with the Alan Wake universe,
Mhm.
and now we've got this one coming in and crossing with the Control universe. Interesting.
Yeah. So I've played Control too. I thought it was cool for the power fantasy that I had, but at the same time, I'm like a lot of it got really repetitive for me.
Right.
Now we've got some PlayStation classics to announce that are on their way this summer. PlayStation 2's the original Deus Ex is coming June 17th as well. I have yet to play this Deus Ex. I've played other ones,
Right.
so I'm kind of looking forward to getting my hands and trying this one out.
I did try the initial one back on the PC in the
Mhm.
late 90s.
Yeah,
I tried Mankind Divided. Again, couldn't really get into it. Again, I'm not sure what I was expecting, and that was, eons ago when I was a young lad.
okay, so here's my thing, right? Because Square Enix makes the games. Enix
Yeah,
actually made the original Deus Ex before Square and Enix actually merged together. I went in expecting an RPG and I was disappointed. Now that I know what Deus Ex actually is, I probably won't be as disappointed.
right.
Um, in celebration for season 2 of this TV series coming out, July 15th, Twisted Metals 3 and 4 are on their way from back in PlayStation 1 days.
Nice.
Because it's coming out July 15th, which is like the same week that season 2 of Twisted Metal comes to Peacock, I think it's on.
Yeah.
The original Resident Evils 1 or 2 and 3 are going to be arriving sometime this summer. We covered the remake. Maybe we cover the original Resident Evil 2.
I'm kind of leaning to October when we cover that.
Yeah, like I said, I've been making my Halloween list for that. So here's one game that I didn't think I was going to be interested in when I saw this trailer, but I'm like, wait a minute, maybe I am now. And Bubba, if you're here, I know you're going to be interested in this one because I know you have every movie in this collection. 007 is getting an original game. Nothing based off the movies or anything like that. A total original adventure. 007 First Light, a completely original 007 adventure coming to PlayStation, and so far PlayStation only in 2026. It looked insane, and I was like, yes, I'm on board with this because it's not just a simple first-person shooter, which is what all the 007 games have become. It is now 007 using all the gadgets that he has, all the vehicles that he has, and of course, shooting enemies when he has to. And I'm
Interesting.
like, I'm in for that because all the 007 games I've played, it's just run up and shoot your enemy, and that's not 007 to me.
No, it's not. I will be honest. I tried the remake of GoldenEye.
Mm-hmm.
or the remastering, I guess I should call it. Because I never actually really tried it when it was originally out on the N64, and I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't get into it. The only 007 game that I have actually been able to get into, and yes, I completed it, was Casino Royale.
Yeah, the last 007 game I played was way back on the PS2. Agent Under Fire was the last one I played. That was a long time ago.
Right.
And just since then, I'm like, I was done with 007 games because that's all they were was run up and shoot your enemies. And like I said, that's not 007. I mean, yeah,
Right.
sure, 007 shoots his enemies, but at the same time, he's using a bunch of other gadgets to help him get through to what's going on. There's also another game that's coming out that I know I'm not interested in, and it's a Marvel fighting game made by Capcom. And I really just said a new Marvel fighting game coming in 2026.
Right.
Which is good for you fans out there who do like the Marvel games. They're just not for me.
Right.
So let's move on to the game we're taking a look at tonight.
Yes.
The last game we played was ARK Survival Evolved. This week we're taking a look at its remake, Survival Ascended. And as you can see, I've already loaded into the world here. I pretty much put myself at the same spot I spawned in when we first loaded the game. Survival Evolved. You can see I got some tools here. I actually have a broken tool that I need to fix, which is my torch. So we're gonna make our way down here, and you can already see like just how different everything looks from the original ARK, right? Like this little mountain here, that with the tunnel, that wasn't there in the original ARK.
Right. I mean, I know you've shown me a little bit last week after the show. And it's brighter, it's crisper, it's a far more vibrant world, but that's just, the difference in the graphics cards. And
yeah, that's one of my tame dinosaurs, by the way.
Wow.
That's a Spinosaurus. No, Spinosaurus. That's a Spino, boy. He's I don't know why I left him down here. I'm gonna get on him and ride him to where I built my base. Holy Christ, this guy's fast. I gotta fix him up here. But yeah, this is one of my Spinos. I have two of them. See, I've got another one over here. I haven't even named them. See, they're just Spinos right now. And of course, I had to get myself a saber tooth and paint him orange and white for Skittles.
Yep.
And on my shoulder, I've got a shoulder pad actually too.
Okay.
These guys, I didn't even know these guys existed till like a couple of days ago. I'm going to go inside the house and throw them in. This is the house I've built, by the way. Oh yeah, I'll show you this one actually because I got two of them as well. Cats are actually in the game.
Okay.
Cats are full on in the game. I'm not exactly sure what they do just yet. I'm still learning like their behaviors. As you can see, he's using his litter box right now. Which he dropped a deuce, which means when I go to build a greenhouse, I can use his poop as fertilizer.
Okay.
Over here, I've built a forge, which I was using to make metal, but I ran out of wood, so I gotta do that. Oh, I've made all the metal. I'm using the metal to build a greenhouse at some point. Over here, I built a cooking pot. This cooking pot is going to be used for making dyes and oil. But for oil, I'm going to need certain eggs to do that. So,
okay.
And then, of course, I've set up my mortar and pestle that I originally built, and I just brought it over here. Mortar and pestle I can use to make cementing paste, which is what I've been doing a lot lately. Actually, how many I can make more right now? I need to make more for the stuff I'm going to be building. Or as I mentioned before, I can make my narcotics for knocking out enemies and whatnot, which I've got 75 of those right now, so I'm pretty good on that one.
Right.
Over here, I've built my campfire so that I can cook my food, but I've got nothing in there right now. It's also designed to keep you warm when when it's a cold night out, and it does get cold when night rolls around. Upstairs, I built my bedroom for myself, which I threw down a bed. These pedestals here, I think, did I mention the collecting artifacts thing that you do in the game?
No.
Okay, so there's artifacts that you collect in order to, and I'm going to step outside the house here in just a moment, because you could probably see it from the house. But you see that big tall spire there that's kind of like hidden by the clouds there? Here, actually, I'll make it easier. That there,
Okay.
see the red stuff there?
Yeah.
I need to collect at some point. I'll need to go and collect artifacts to unlock the boss that's featured in those spires. But I don't have to use them to fight the boss, like, because as I've said, I'm choosing not to do that kind of stuff.
Right.
I can collect the artifacts and put them on display, and that's what these pedestals are here for. Over here, I decided to play it smart and built myself a wardrobe, as it were, for all of the different types of saddles and outfits I'm going to need, depending on which area of the map I'm going to. So again, your clothing is going to matter on where you go. So if I'm going up into like the snowy region, obviously I'm going to want to bring my my fur gear and all that.
Right.
Now this room here, this is where I'm planning to throw down more storage things, but this is going to be more for like my tools, my ingredients, and things that I'm going to need for all of my stuff downstairs.
Right.
So see, I've got to move some of this stuff over here because I've got a bunch of saddles and outfits in this one, and in this one I've got just a bunch of extra construction gear for. Actually, I already know what I want to do with this. I want to remember when I said about collecting dodos for eggs. I gotta build a house for that.
Right.
Now back here, I'm gonna close that door because where did my cat go? Oh, okay. That's the one thing I gotta keep remembering to do because I don't like the idea of my cats going outside unless I'm carrying them. Am I I'm trying to throw down my cat that I have on me, but it's not letting me throw my cat. There it goes. I can just put my cat down right now because I'm not really going anywhere. And you can see my dinosaurs tried to attack something, so they're all over the place right now. This guy here is going to be one of your most useful creatures. This is an ankylosaurus. If you need metal, you tame one of these dudes. They will carry. Let's see. I had the metal that I was making there. I made about 300 metal ingots. This dude here easily can carry about 1,000 pieces of metal for you with no issues.
Oh, nice.
And that's based off of not even leveling him up. And I probably have to level him up, actually. So once again, with him, because of, he's got other things he's got more metal to make too. Okay, I got a lot of work with this guy now. So I'll show you how the metal making actually works now. So he's got 60 pieces of metal here, right? So I'm going to throw that in, and he's got wood, so I don't need to worry about chopping down a tree right now. Yeah, trying to take the wood here. He's also got mushrooms, and mushrooms are used for taming kangaroos. And to be fair, I haven't seen kangaroos on this map.
Okay.
Yeah, you can tame kangaroos. That. The amount of animals that you can get in this game is just staggering.
Right.
So I'm gonna throw this in there, and then you throw your wood in there. I've got a bunch of stuff in here that in my inventory that I need to put away as well because I'm not really using it right now. Then you just light it up and you let it cook. It takes a while for the metal to make, but it's worth it. So I'm going to just quickly go back up here and offload some of my stuff in this one.
I see you have a lot more inventory slots in this one as well.
Yeah, I've been really Oh, wait, what's that? Okay, so I'm going to need that to make tree sap at some point. I also want to see because... Oh, my cat's following me. I didn't even realize that. Didn't mean to make her make them not follow me. Glad you didn't go outside, but now you're trapped up there. And walking into the wall. I forgot that the moment you tame an animal, they start following you.
Oh, okay.
So I've got to whistle stop. But yeah, like the the improvements in this game have been phenomenal, especially with building. Building has become just so much easier in this game as it was as opposed to the original one. But I'll show you my favorite flyer, which is this guy. He's an Argentavis, and
okay.
He's got speed. He can pick up heavy creatures, like the Ankylosaurus, and he can fly for long distances as opposed to a Pteranodon. So one of the key things I like to do at the start of any map is I'll get a Pteranodon, but I'll use that Pteranodon to go and tame an Argentavis.
Right.
Now, another creature, my biggest creature, I named him, as you can see, I named him Bubba as a tribute to our friend Bubba.
Yes, yes.
Because we were talking about this. Got myself a Brontosaurus.
Nice.
The only thing is I can't ride him yet. I need to unlock the engram for his saddle. This dude is going to help me with my greenhouse and then some because he is the best berry collector in the game.
Right.
Now, you mentioned iguanodons actually earlier in the game too, and I do need to find one of those. Iguanodons are the best for taking those berries and making them into seeds. So they'll take the berry, they'll grind it up into seeds for you, and you've got just like a never-ending supply of seeds so that you can grow your garden.
Right.
Trying to think what's another. Okay, I'm going to move my Spino back to where I want him to be because I like having him parked up alongside the house here, almost like he's parked at a garage here.
Right.
Just a way to protect my house. Hang on 1 second.
Certainly.
Sorry, I'm lagging out. Am I still here?
You're still here. You are with us until the end.
Okay. I was lagging out there. I forgot I had a whole bunch of other stuff up, so I'm like, crap, better close it all down. I kind of like having my dinosaurs being organized. So they're a little bit unorganized right now because another dino tried to attack everything.
Right.
I should probably set it so that only only my Spinos attack because I have them. The reason I got them tamed is so that they can protect my base and protect all my other creatures. Now, the reason I also got a Triceratops here, Sarah, and I'm kind of regretting taming this one because I thought they were good at collecting wood. Turns out they're not really.
Okay.
So I think I might use my Triceratops also to protect my base.
Right.
Now, this guy here, we're going to take him hunting, actually.
Do it.
You can see just how fast he is. We're going to go on an adventure around the island a little bit with him, more around the shallow end. Oh yeah, I built a raft too, and with this raft, I'm gonna turn it into a full-on boat. Like it's gonna be like everything that I showed you in my cottage there. I'm gonna build it onto the boat as well, so that I've got to travel. Like I can travel and build things.
Right.
As I totally glitched out there. This Bronto's fine. I'm not going to attack him. Although that Bronto would bring a lot of meat for my animals. Not going to lie. But this guy here, I love using this guy for hunting because of his speed and his agility and how fast he can turn around when attacking things. Maybe I'll attack this Triceratops. There we go. It's a low-level trike, so he'll die pretty fast. And a Dilophosaur tried to attack me. And you can see when they try to attack you, it's the same thing. They'll try to blind you with their venom. And there's another Dilophosaur trying to attack me. Now, I did something a little bit on the morbid side there. That Triceratops I attacked was a mother. And there's a baby swimming in the ocean right now, or in the water.
Yep.
I'm gonna attack that baby when it comes back to land, and there's a reason why. They come with prime meat. Prime meat is the best thing to feed your animals if you have access to it. In the original game, it was difficult to come across prime meat unless you wanted to attack a T-Rex or a Spino, which good luck in that. I don't know where he went. Oh, he's still swimming. So I'm just going to track where he's swimming towards and hope that he does not get attacked by piranhas. In the meantime, I got a lot of level ups with this guy. But one of the things the reason why I wanted to go out on the hunt is because I wanted to show you this dude is the best when it comes to collecting hide. So if you need to make like hide armor, make sure you have a saber tooth with you, because they just collect an absurd amount of hide for you.
Okay.
I'm trying to. Oh no. I'm pretty sure that baby just drowned.
I think so.
Yeah, because I just went up and found its body and took the meat. Now, here's the other thing too, though. If you kill like the mother of an animal and leave the baby alone, you can actually imprint on the baby, and that dinosaur becomes yours.
Oh, okay.
So that's another smart way of taming if you don't know how to tame the dinosaur you're after, because there are different taming strategies for each animal that you come across. And that's where, again, Google is your friend when it comes to this game. Actually, oh, look at that. Google just opened up on my phone when I said Google. Look at, and then it said, I can help you with that. What would you like me to do? Actually, good thing that my phone did open. But what I meant to say was that If you have it on your phone, ChatGPT is actually the way to go as well.
Okay.
ChatGPT will tell you exactly what you need to do and how you need to do it. Look at this. See, we've got a mother Dilophosaur here. If I
Yep.
kill the mother, and I'm going to show you right now, actually, we're going to kill the mom. Sometimes dad will be around too, so you might want to watch for him. So mom is around. Dad's right there, actually. Well, I hope I'm not attacking the baby. I can't see what I'm doing. I didn't want to attack the baby if I do. Okay, baby's right there. Baby is running. But check it out. There. The baby Dilophosaur is mine. I can choose to name it, but I don't want to name it right now. And what you need to do after that is gather. I'm going to take some meat off him. You can see how much prime meat he took from that Triceratops.
Yep.
Baby's right here. And I'm going to throw meat into him or into her. It's a female. And you can literally watch it grow in front of your eyes. There's another baby over there, actually. I'm going to grab this one too. Now, these guys are still good. As I pointed out, I didn't actually point this out, but these guys are great if you're actually on foot and on your own. These guys are great for protecting you yourself.
Right.
They're also good for sacrificing. If you want to save your animals and run off, just leave those to attack, you know?
Right.
I'm enjoying a nice Dr. Pepper while I play here. This one's not growing. I'm going to take the meat here that I put in here. I'm going to divide it so that, you can split your meat so that you can make sure that they're both fed and they're going to follow me regardless. Okay, this one's full grown now. They don't grow to be very big. Just waiting on this guy.
Why do I get the sense of, something's coming through the trees?
Yeah, that's a pteranodon getting stuck in the trees. I don't know what it's doing, but it's stuck there now. Sometimes the AI in this game isn't exactly the smartest.
Right.
Okay, so these guys are fully tamed and they actually got stuck in the ground a little bit. They're gonna come adventuring with me. There's actually an island that I want to go check out down this way. There's a big sea turtle. These guys I'm going to need to tame eventually.
Right.
Because I'm going to need to start going out in the ocean. Actually, at some point, I'm going to have to tame a megalodon.
Ooh.
They're around here somewhere. If I dive down here, I'll be able to see one off in the distance. Not taking too big chances on that one because I don't want to drown Skittles here.
Right. Now, in the event that your animal, like here, your Skittles, were to perish, is it similar to what happens when your character dies? Do you get to harvest the old body, but you still have them, or are they just gone?
Yeah, you can harvest their meat unless if they were killed by, say, a raptor, the raptor will eat the meat. But anything that was in their inventory, you can go back and claim.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, compies are coming after me. They want to attack me though. So right now we're just going on a little tour of the island. I want to go to this island over here. So I'm looking for a thin strip of water that I can get through safely, because if I swim out that way, I'm going to encounter a megalodon. I guarantee it. I probably could have actually just taken the raft, now that I think about it. But I like to live. Oh yeah, this is the thin strip here that I can get through. If Skittles will just jump over the wood there. My Dilophosaurs are stuck back there. That's okay. I'm just going to go ahead without them. See how deep that water gets? That makes me nervous, but we're going to go anyways.
Go, go, go. You can do it.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of fish down here. That's another thing you can do in this game too, is fish.
Right.
Okay. So what I actually want to do down here is I want to scout for more land to build like a little base on at some point, because
Right.
I need bases. I want to build a base in at least 4 areas of the map. And see this green that's surrounding here? That's an item drop. It's right here, and it's got a ring around it. That means there's good stuff in here. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look. Hey, there's what's this? Wool. I'll take that.
Right.
You get wool from sheep, and I've only ever seen one sheep on this map, and now I'm way down. Uh-oh, what can I chuck that I don't need? I don't really need the stone. I got a magnifying glass too. I don't need this chair. I can build that. I don't need those fire pits either. I got a lot of coal back at home. Is my clothes, is that what's weighing me down? I bet that's what it is. I just realized I'm missing my pants for my clothes here. Oh well. And then I got C4 here. So now I can kind of move. So we're going to be slowed down by a little bit here. Oh, and he's going to be right way down. Okay. So now we do have to get rid of some things. I got a spear that I don't use anymore, so I don't need that. This is the thing when you're trying to. Oh, that wool is really heavy. I didn't even realize that. I may need to. I'm gonna find an. Oh, my Dilophosaurs made it over. I'm gonna give one of them the wool to carry. That's another thing that's gonna be that's very helpful is if you know you're gonna go out and collect a bunch of different things, have a
Right.
couple dinosaurs with you. Now, where did I leave Skittles? Okay, we should be all right. He's. Oh no, he's still way down. What the hell? Oh. The wool. The wool is still. How much wool did they give me? The other Dilophosaur got stuck all the way down here. See, this is where some of those shoulder animals I mentioned before, They make great backpacks, most of them. So
Right.
there's one that's on the desert map that I like to get, but I have to go to the desert map to get one, and they're called jerboas. They're perfect for backpacks and whatnot.
Right.
Let's see if these guys will follow me now, because I don't want to lose
Still,
that wool.
right. Skittle still seems to be a little bit sluggish, but
Yeah, he's moving now. I
is
just
that
got to
just
level
the?
up.
I was going to
Yeah,
say, is that just the terrain?
no, he's way down still. So like the yellow means that like he's way down. He's going to be slow, but you can still move. Um, it's going to be slow going trying to get back to the base with him, because that's probably what I should do now that I've got all that stuff. Where's the other Dilophosaur? Did he get stuck on something? He probably did. No, he's just really, really slowed down because the wool. Dilophosaurs are not the greatest for weight
Right.
or for carrying things. Um, Let me see if there's something else I can quickly do a tame on that will help me with this stuff. See, if I had another animal that I use for carrying lots and lots of stuff is woolly mammoths. Are always good
Right.
for that as well. But I don't want to go all the way up into the snowy mountains just to find one.
Right.
I know exactly what I can do, actually. Let me see if I have enough material for it. I actually don't have any material for it. I think this is going to be a smart idea right now. Chop down some wood. Go into my crafting menu. Storage. Let's see, what else do I need? Fiber and thatch. Okay, so pickaxe for some thatch. I'm going to build a storage box, put it all in here. Walk my animals back, come back with my Argentavis to grab everything.
Okay.
This is all part of strategizing, because you, again, like I said, in these games, the unexpected things happen.
Right.
And the best thing is to roll with it and just come up with a strategy right away that will fix it,
Right.
I forgot to. Oh, this is another thing that they've changed from the original one. So, like I said, I'm trying to build a storage box here. I can track it now on the side here for if I need something. If I can track it and it'll show me exactly what I need and when I've had enough.
Right.
See, like now, I've already had enough. The only thing is, I don't know if I can just build it right from that menu. So,
Right. And these maps are exclusive to you, right? Like no other player can come in and raid your storage.
yes, this is a single player, straight up offline mode that I'm playing right now. But if I did set up I can go online in a PvP or PvE server, and if I was in PvE, I wouldn't mind it, because I'd be setting it up for anybody who needs it to come and take the items. PvP, I would mind, because they're basically killing and stealing your things. I've got like a lot of engrams, but I don't want to do that right now. So we're going to throw down the storage box. And then we're going to take the wool out of this guy. Throw that all in here. And then the same for the wool here. I didn't realize that wool was so heavy. And I know that wool is collected by finding sheep. And as I've said, I've only ever seen one sheep on this map. And the moment I was getting ready to tame that sheep, another dinosaur came in and killed it.
Oh, jeez.
So I'm trying to utilize as much as this, as much as I can here. So now that we should be good to go back. So I'm going to walk these creatures back. Oh, I've set it up right across from where we walked onto the land, so it should be easy for me to find it when I fly back this way. Look how beautiful the night sky gets. I don't even need to open up my torch, which is broken and I still need to fix. I don't need to open up my torch just to see what I'm doing right now. I kind of like that. Because as you remember in the previous game, if it got dark, you couldn't see shit. Oh, there's another item drop right down there. I can't get to that one yet, though, because that's on a mountain that I can't climb right now.
Ah.
Okay, those Dilophosaurs are still following me pretty good. My guy's getting hungry. I've got cooked meat in my hand. Okay. One of the things I need to do, and I was talking about it earlier about building a greenhouse. One of the first things I actually need to do is build an irrigation system so that I can water my plants, obviously.
Right.
I have, if you look in the bottom there, or you can't see it because the Swift logo is covering it, but on the just before the end of my toolbar there, I have a tap there for my water.
Right.
I just need to. Do I still have it in this inventory? Did I drop it off somewhere? I think I dropped it off in my storage boxes. But I have a water intake valve that I need to set out and figure out the range on that one, because in the old one, it used to be if you were going to set up an irrigation system, you actually had to build the pipes and basically do your own plumbing, as it were. But now that in the remake, that doesn't exist anymore. So now you set out the tap, and it tells you the range. And I lost my Dilophosaurs, but I don't really care, so they'll find me. Yeah, so I've got, as I was saying, I've got to set out the tap, and it'll tell me the range that I can do. But if I want to increase that range, I have to build water tanks now to build my irrigation system. And once that's done, I'm actually free to place the taps where I want them to be, which is actually a nice feature.
Right.
Instead of being controlled by where the pipes go. All right. I think that's my raft. And I actually named my Ankylosaurus Smash after Demolition Smash. Because, well, he smashes things, so. Okay, so now that I'm back on the bird, we're going to try and fly back and find that storage box.
Just don't flip the bird.
I was gonna say this bird does have some powerful attacks. Unfortunately, it does not have a barrel roll. Trust me, it took me a little while to get this guy tamed.
Oh, I can imagine.
Because not only did I have to contend with other birds in the area, but there were saber-tooths coming after me. There was a wolf that was coming after me as well.
Oh, wow.
I killed the wolf and the saber-tooth to feed this guy the meat when I was taming him. And as you can see, in one flight, I basically already made it over there.
Yep.
Once you've got one of these guys, you are set to go. Hey, look, I landed right by the storage box. I wasn't even sure if that was it or not. I hope this doesn't weigh him down, though, because I don't want to necessarily fly straight back just yet. We were talking about this area here, this thing here, right?
Yep.
Straight ahead of me, and how it and how you use it to get to boss fights. I'll show you the terminal
Okay.
for the boss fights. As you can see, I'm more comfortable with flying around the map now that I've got proper protection. Whereas like 2 weeks ago, with the stuff that I was doing, I would not have gone anywhere with that guy other than a few miles from the base, if that.
Right.
But like I said, once you've got an Argentavis for a flyer, you're gold. Now our RG's the best flyers are, yeah, they're amongst the best flyers, but they're not exactly the best attackers at the same time. That distinction to me belongs to Griffins.
Okay.
Griffins haven't been released to this version of the game yet. At least I don't think they have been. But from what I'm hearing, June 18th, which is the next map that's coming for this game, they will arrive. Now, see this little kiosk here?
Yep.
This is where I got to go. And you have a choice of 3 different bosses to choose from. And then, as you can see there, it gives you a list of all of the things you need to collect for that fight. And there's, which one is it? This one here only requires 4 artifacts, so he's probably one of the more easier boss fights.
Right. I was going to say it's got to be color coded for difficulty.
Yeah, and then the red one here, use this to generate a portrait of the dragon. Oh yeah, this is the hard one. It's all the same boss fight, but each one is a different level and much easier or harder.
Right.
A lot of people just go for the easier one, but I've also seen people do the hard one. And based off like what I'm looking at here for collecting, it's going to be several weeks until I get into a boss fight, if I do decide to do that.
Right.
That's several weeks of just straight up grinding.
Well, I will say this, is I do believe that when that is available, I think we should showcase that boss fight.
I'll give it a try. I've never done a boss fight, but it's a possibility. Like I said, I don't really like doing the boss fighting because I just like the I like the adventuring around, and I like doing the crafting and exploring the map, you know? What I like about this the graphical upgrade is just how gorgeous everything looks.
Right.
I know I've said this when we did Red Dead Online, but I'm going to say it for this game. I find myself stopping, and I really shouldn't be doing it on this map, but I find myself stopping to just take in my surroundings.
Right.
And what I mean by that is there have been times where I've stopped and then like a Carnotaurus would come up and attack me, and I'm like, okay, get on my bird, fly and fight. But yeah, maybe we do showcase me trying a boss fight. Maybe we try the easy one though. Because
Yeah.
I still actually have to find the caves where these artifacts are located in. And to be
Right.
fair, I have yet to come across any caves on this map. And if you look, well, if you look at the part of the map I'm at now, I've explored a fair share of the map.
Yes. Now, is this where everything is? It like on this map, or do you have to like open up the other maps to go to like the snowy area, to go to the desert area?
No, this map doesn't have a desert area, but there is a map that's just straight up desert.
Okay.
um, but no, this one has a snowy biome, a swamp biome, which I absolutely friggin' hate going through when I have to, because I'll show you right here on the map. If you look really closely, there's a river that seems to divide the map. That's actually the swamp area.
Okay.
OMD's not even looking.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm just in the
So,
process of ordering dinner as well.
yeah, like I said, there's a river that divides the map there, and it's all swamp. You can see uh, my guy's getting tired, so he's going to be landing beside this Bronto. He'll be safe here. Yeah, so you see where the river kind of like goes up into like an L shape. That's actually the
Yep.
swamp area,
Okay.
and yeah, anytime I have to land there, I'm like, okay, land there, get healed up, get my stamina back up, and get the hell out of there.
Right.
Um, it's unfortunate that at some point I will have to visit that area because there's leeches there, and to make I think it's bug repellent.
Okay.
To make bug repellent, I'm going to need leech blood to do it.
Okay.
Um, oh, I see a creature that I actually need to tame. Give
Oh,
me one
nice.
second here. I need to. You know what? I'm going to take some berries off of you. Oh, you don't have berries on you anymore. Which one of you guys has berries? Uh, you have berries on you. I'll take some berries off you, and then. Okay, where did that create? Oh, he's right here. So put the berries in the final slot. And then just same thing. I've tamed this creature on the last one here, on the last ARK episode we did. Same
Right.
thing as always. Follow him around until he gets hungry, and then drop another berry in him. He's a low level, but this is the same little guy that he speeds up your leveling process for your dinosaurs. So
Right.
he's kind of important to keep around. Come on, get hungry again so I can throw another berry in you. Oh, I just fed him a berry when I didn't mean to. Well, actually, I needed to, but so the longest tame I've had was where is it? I'm missing a dinosaur. I just noticed that. I'm gonna have to. go down the beach where I last left him. But I was going to show you my longest tame, but I can't. I don't know where he is. Maybe he'll lead me there. Nope, you're going back to this way. Okay. Come on. Okay. I'm not going to name you right away because I don't have a name for you. Invalid? No, I'm just going to hit cancel. You're going to follow me, though. Oh, he's right here. Okay. This guy was my longest tame.
Oh, yes, I can imagine.
He took me 3 hours to tame him last night.
Wow.
This is my T-Rex.
Right?
And I named him Roy after the T-Rex on dinosaurs.
And does he yell, not the mama?
No, because Roy was Earl's best friend. Actually, I don't even know what dinosaur baby Sinclair was. But I do know that Earl was a megalosaurus, and I need to find one of those. I don't know if they're on this map or not. Which, again, like I've said, certain dinosaurs appear on certain maps only, so
Right.
but one of the things I am still trying to do, like I said in the it's really dark in my house. One of the things I'm trying to do is not overtame, because when in my original version of this game,
Right.
I did overtame, and I ended up kind of not being able to find dinosaurs because all of my dinosaurs were tamed in one area. I had 100 dinosaurs at one time for no reason.
Wow.
So now what I'm trying to do with this game is tame my dinosaurs for a reason.
Right.
So in Roy's case, he's gonna be great at gathering meat, straight up meat for all the dinosaurs. Skittles over here, he's gonna be great for gathering hide. That's what I'm gonna use him for.
Right.
Cooter, my bird, is going to be used for carrying the other dinosaurs around to where I need to go. Smash is obviously, as I mentioned, he's going to be great for gathering metal. My 2 Spinos, I'm planning to keep as just protectors of my base.
Right.
Ducky, my Parasaur, is going to be my berry collector.
Okay.
And this little guy here, who I should try and get in my house because I don't like the idea of having him outside. He's going to be just kind of like my cheerleader for my dinosaurs,
Right.
And I've got him walking in here. What am I missing to fix my torch? Because I kind of do need to fix my torch now that it's really dark in here. I just need 1 stone. No, that's not what I wanted to do. My inventory is being really weird on me here. There we go. There. Let there be light.
Nice.
Oh, and I love the lighting in this game. It just makes sense the way they do it. But yeah, I think I showcased everything I can right now. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to show you what I was talking about with the irrigation system.
Yes.
If I can find it. That's a tap, but that's a tree sap tap. I think I lost the valve, but you know what? I'm going to show you. I don't really like doing cheats on this game, but I need to show this. So we're gonna put myself into what is called creative mode,
Right.
which allows me to open up everything, and I'm only opening it up for one thing only, and I think it's called a valve. Nope. Wait, maybe, you know what? I just realized I've been throwing things in other things too. So maybe I threw it somewhere else. Nope, not in there. Okay, so yeah, I do have to create one. Use the search engine in here and intake. So we're just going to use the stone intake because I don't really need a metal intake for this.
Right.
Then we're going to go and locate a source of water, which is either one of the rivers on each side here. I'm thinking I'm going to put the greenhouse on this side because there's a lot of space that I can build one.
Right.
So you see that I've set it out here. Yep. Now, if you look around, that's the range that I can set my that I can set it at. As I spin around though with it, it tells me the range that I'm at. So we're gonna plant one right here. Oh, and I can turn it around to adjust the range there, but I kind of just want it to face me. Now I can put it away. It gave me 20 of these, but I only need the one. I can open it up here and then have it show the range so that I know where I need to set my water tanks when I go to build those.
Right.
If it'll... Why aren't you opening up for me here? You can see I've got a pretty good range, so I don't know now if I need to set a water tank down. Actually, I would still need to set a water tank down because I would like to have some water irrigation going into my house as well.
Right.
Yeah, I don't need 20 of these, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop these. Take myself out of creative mode. You see all these like set target dino colors? Those are cheats that I use to just paint my dinos because sometimes I don't like the colors that they come in.
Right.
Like my Rex, for instance, he came in like this really weird like orange color. So right. I'm like, I'm gonna paint you black, just like the T-Rex in Jurassic Park.
Right.
But yeah, I think I've showcased like everything I can right now as far as this game goes. There's a ton more to do.
Well, if we've showcased what we can here, you know what else we should showcase for them? For the people?
What's that?
I think we need to showcase everything we have going on here at the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program.
Let's do it to it.
Turnbuckle Studios and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program bring you the week of streams. All times are in Eastern Time. Monday nights you get the Locker Room Breakdown at 7 p.m., followed by the Raw Patrol at 8 p.m. Tuesday brings you the flagship show, Turnbuckle Talk, at 8:05 p.m. Wednesday we play games with the PlayStation Showcase at 8 p.m. Thursday we got total non-stop action with Brace for Impact at 8 p.m. Friday we game again with Unleashed, the Jessica Wilde story at 7 p.m. Following the game, join us for the SmackDown Security Detail at 8 p.m. The weekend brings you Saturday Night Gaming at 8 p.m. On Sunday, be sure to catch the Chris Parrish podcast at 12:15 p.m. followed by the Boar's Nest at 8 p.m. Be part of the shows and join the chat every day.
And that being shown, ladies and gentlemen, now you have an idea of everything we have going on. If you are interested in content creation, your introduction to podcasting, maybe even some collaborations, visit us at turnbucklestudios.org. There is a section on the website where you can meet the team, including Chris Best, myself, Bubba Duke, Chris Parrish, Carl Carafel. Click the links to get all of our socials. Check out our latest episodes of what we have going on here. And Mr. Best, if the people would like to find me here, they can find me at my Linktree, linktr.ee/OMD show. Where can the good people find you?
Well, before they can find me, usually when you're trying to search for me, or whether you're doing some gaming or you're trying to even search for OMD, you can become a very, very, very thirsty man. So while you're on the webs trying to find us, swing on over to swiftenergy.gg. Use that promo code CBRS Gaming, gets you 25% off of every order within the store. That's your water bottles, that's your juice mixes, that's a little bit of everything. Promo code CBRS Gaming, website is swiftenergy.gg. But if you guys want to go ahead and find me, you can just look for me at my link tree as well. linktr.ee/Chris_best83. OMD. What are those famous words that we like to go out on?
Ladies and gentlemen, the world is a scary place. Take care of each other. From all of us here at the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program and CBRS Entertainment, to those of you out there wherever you are, good night, good luck, we out.